Righto, so it's Saturday morning and I'm not on the bike, clearly. I am trying to reverse out of my driveway. I'm going to work, but I'm not going to work to work. I'm going to work to pick up egg cartons. The kitchen, they serve, the meals get served at Glenvale Villas for the residents, and they go through a huge amount of eggs and egg cartons. I just use a dozen eggs at a time, so I collect them for my compost. Worms love them, and they also leave all the shells in, so there's all the calcium and everything from the eggshells goes through the compost system as well, ends up in the garden, which is just a big bonus. Otherwise it would just go into general waste and into landfill, and I just couldn't let that happen. But I'm not on my bike, I'm in my wife's. You're in a car, you're on a bike, aren't you? Yeah, so I'm in my wife's car, 1989 KE, I think, Ford Laser. It's done 304,000 kilometres, served us faithfully. We didn't buy it new, or she bought it second hand long time ago. I couldn't begin to tell you. My daughter's 28. We did have the little TE Cortina for a while before we bought this, but well over 20 years we've had this car. I don't think it's ever let us down once. But it is showing its age. We don't take it out on the highway anymore. It sort of rattles and gets quite hot and smelly. There's an oil leak on the tapper cover, which I've had a gasket for about 12 months. I've just never done. And gone and done and put it on. Maybe I've got a couple of weeks holiday over Christmas, so maybe that's a job for then. So also at work, so this will be an unofficial day 18 of 102 ways to ride to work now, because they're not riding home from work. Yeah, I just thought I'd mix it up a bit with the car. But I've also got, collect a lot of cans and bottles out at work, and I'll be picking them up as well and cashing them in today. Clean up the backyard, get all the bottles and cans out of my backyard, and hopefully there's I'm gonna have to follow this bloody cement truck, concrete truck all the way up the bloody North Street Hill. That's a bugger. But yeah, I hope I get enough cans, get about $50 out of it. There's a shirt I want to buy from RB Cellars. They annually release a Christmas shirt similar to this one, only with a Christmas pattern on it. I think it's got a Kenga Christmas roo or something they call it this year. It's got gum leaves and koala bears and kangaroos on it. It is $65, so I'm going to cut around this guy. I'm not going this way. Here we go, down Gordon Avenue. So again, I'm using the 3-footed monster, which is the magnetic mount at the front on the bonnet of the car. It pretty much sticks like shit to a blanket, so I'm not worried about it falling off. I saw a quick review this morning where somebody at Bathurst bunged one on their car and did a lap of Bathurst with it on, so that's a pretty good recommendation. I don't know what size they used. They didn't say that. Mine's the smallest one you can get. I think there's a medium and a large for obviously larger cameras and larger setups, but this is all I need for a GoPro. Does the job excellently. So big shout out to 3-footed monster. They're an Aussie company. If you're looking for a Christmas present to give somebody with a GoPro who likes to mount the camera in weird places where there's metal. It's great on metal light poles and anything you can think of. Metal doors. Timber fences not so good, but great on metal surfaces. Coming up, we'll go over Bridge Street. And I might turn, I think it's is it Pioneer? Oh, it's been a long time. Pottinger. I was close. The famous Newtown Park and its rose garden. Marvellous lump of ground, that one. Cricket ovals. Fantastic. Children's playgrounds, trees, shade, picnic areas. Agapanthus are just going off, but they've been fabulous this year with all the rain we've had. And a quick little right. This is just a little rat run to get away from the traffic lights. What's that street? No, hidden behind the foliage. Oh, big sunflower. And go up Berry Street because it's very nice, and bring me back out onto Taylor Street. So Saturday morning. Oh, we went, just for FYI, if you live in the local area, we went to, the bride and I went to Monty's Brewing Co out at Highfields last night for dinner, or pizza to be more precise, and a couple of beers, and it was fantastic. We had the honey pig, I think they called it, pizza. So it was just salami and your sauces and a drizzle of honey. And I was a little bit worried. I thought, oh, you know, the honey's going to be a little bit OTT, but it was delicious. Very, very chili hot. I'm not a big fan of hot stuff and chili stuff, but just bearable for me. Of course, the beer made it all the more easy to cool the mouth down, which was good. Huge selections of beers. It's not only his own brewed beers, which are all excellent, but he does get beers in from other breweries. Sea Legs was one I can think of. Who else did he? Oh, he had Heads of NOOSE lager on, a Pilsner last night, and that was delicious. My wife had that, but I had a little taste of hers and enjoyed that a lot. And there was a hazy hop. Was it from Hop? No, I think it was from Hop Nation. Hazy. A little bit too citrusy for me, but still quite drinkable. So yeah, if you're looking for somewhere any time of the day, really, lunch, dinner, afternoons, fantastic chips. If you just want to go for a couple of beers and a bowl of chips, that's the place to be at the moment. There is a new one opening up just down the road from us again. We're getting pretty lucky on our side of the town at the moment. The old Bellevue Hotel, which then changed its name to something else that I never got around to remembering. De Lacy's Hotel is now the Paddock. So they've got they bought the whole place, they put a butcher in the middle, they've got a drive-through coffee shop out the back, and they're opening up a restaurant, cafe brewery, called, bugger, I'm not going to remember it. Bone Idol, that's it. I always get lazy stuck in my head. So yeah, Bone Idol Brewery. Looking forward to that coming online probably in the new year. I don't think I'll get it done before the end of the year. Hello, who's this? Anyhow, we're at work. I will pick up my egg cartons and my cans and see you next time. Cheers.